I chose is going to be a solo Warden or nothing on a Stormcaller Warlock. This is the first time I've uploaded this one, so when I say any come up this week, this is the first one I wanted to do, to be honest. So I don't have a lot of experience with this one, so I've done a couple of hours practice just to see how you can optimize it and stuff like that. This is by no means perfect or a speed run, but it is a little bit optimized. So for this first room, you only have a Minotaur to deal with, to kill. Depending on what heavy you're using, you'll have to deal with this room differently. So if it's a sword, you're going to have to run up, do that. You could just clear out the full room if you want to do. But with a track and rocket like that, that makes that it's so easy. That's the beauty of this rocket launcher, with it having tracking built in, cluster bombs, and mine's got field prep on it. And to be honest, from what I've seen, it looks like field prep and heavyweight stack, but I do not know for certain. It's just from the hours I've played, practice, seeing there's a lot more heavy drop. Like heavy drops quite a lot anyways with heavyweight on, but it looks like it's even more with field prep on. I'm not sure though, if anyone knows about it. So we're coming up to the train section. There's different ways that you can do this. Okay, I opt just to use my own Sparrow and Sparrow through. If you're going to do this, you need to know the train patterns. Because if you get hit once, you make a slight wrong move, that's it. And you're going to have a 20-second res timer as well. You can either do this, or you could pick up the pike, do the same thing, but the pike's a lot more durable, so you can be afford to get hit more. Or you could just run through and jump up to the rafters above me. The rafters is the easiest way, I would say, but it takes ages. Of course, you can just go past all these ads, and this next room is going to be the actual room that we deal with.
I didn't think time-traveling robots would form gangs in prison, but there are
so with this next room, the mechanic is that you're having to deal with the trains going past while dealing with the ads. So there's two ways you can deal with it. You can either fight behind both train lines so that you're not having to anticipate them all the time, or you can play it risky, go in middle straight away. But the thing is, if you have to retreat and you mistime the trains, they'll one-shot you. If you have a Roman super or a super, then yeah, do it, but it all depends on what your loadout is as well. Like if I had a super right now, I would have obviously rushed that. So the key targets on this first wave is that major sniper there. There's one right, one left, and that Hydra in middle. This minute I'm kind of waiting my super, so I'm waiting that out. The whole point of this room is to spawn in the major Minotaur, the big boss, and he's triggered by the amount of ads that you kill. I don't know specifically, but I've noticed if I start to leave all the Minotaurs alive but only kill all the goblins, he won't spawn. Whereas if you kill all the Minotaurs and leave a load of goblins up, he still won't spawn. So I think it's a factor of the two, but if you have all the Minotaurs down and there's still maybe 2 or 3 goblins alive, maybe more than that, then the boss will spawn. So I don't know specifically. Like with all the other Nightfalls, I know specifically what the triggers are. With this one I don't, because I don't know anything about it really. But as long as you kill them, generally most of everything, then you'll know the boss will spawn. Now I'm here for a certain reason, so that when the Minotaur boss spawns, he's going to teleport to middle, and I don't really want to be getting shot at while I'm dealing with him. So if I stay in middle, I can actually set up to kill him quick, because if you take time with this boss, he will teleport. That's the thing with him. Once you get that Warden speaking, that's when you know. So do an Empire and Rift behind this little pillar, and 2 rockets will kill him. Boss got learner boots on, so no reloading. If I took any longer, like I said, he would start teleporting all across the room. So to take him out quickly. This next part is again something where you can just run through. You don't have to, but you can clear it out if you like. That's why I think this whole Nightfall is maybe more score run based, but at the same time you're still wasting a lot of time running through things.
They lost everything.
When it first came out, it was a big surprise for the end. We didn't realise when you went and got the treasure, didn't realise that you'd be going down to another boss. It was really good when it first came out, but I don't know, I don't like it as much now, because I've realised how you can just run through a lot of stuff. And I know you don't have to, right? You could just go and clear it out, but when people just want to get the milestones done, why would they do that? So with this next section, you're going to have Cabal and Vex fighting. As soon as you come up, you want to focus Cabal, not the Vex. If you kill all the Vex and there's still a load of Cabal mages up, then you've got to deal with all that. And if you haven't got any special weapon ammo, they can be hard work. It's good to kind of flank them while they're fighting the Vex, so to speak. Notice I'm not using a super, so I'm saving that for the specific moment. It would be a good time to super, but more important to super later on. So with this next phase, once all odds are down, for those that haven't seen this, I think majority of us have, but you're going to have to capture a load of points. You're also going to get a cannon here. Now depending on your heavy situation, you can do one or two different things with it. But I'll come to this first. So with the capture point, you're going to have A in middle first. You can just blast them with the cannon if you like, and then just start running around if you want. You don't need to kill any adds, to be honest. As long as you got momentum on, you can stay alive like that. And you're going to have B, go for B next. It's best to try and clear out most of the adds at B, because they can be annoying, pushing you off the point, especially the major. My point about the cannon is if you did not have full heavy, you could save all 10 shots to kill the boss that's coming up right now. See, I had full heavy and a brick on the floor, so there was 2 rockets on the floor and full heavy, so I was allowed to use 2 rockets. So I was just wasting the cannon ammo. But you don't even need to fire the cannon ammo, you could just keep it for the boss, which will make more sense coming up. It's best to use the super for this point here, for C. I always find that to be the case, because of all the mines that are here and all the ads. You just keep running around for your health in the point. Okay, so as soon as C is captured, you're going to have the boss to kill in this room. This is what I was saying, you could have picked up the cannon if you didn't have full heavy, and you could have put an empowering rift back here and used the cannon as your DPS, which the cannon would deal with the boss. All 10 shots would, especially with an empowering rift. But obviously I had rockets on the floor, so I knew that 2 rockets would do this. Kill him. And that deals with all of that easy. The longer you let all of that go on, it means you end up killing half of the Cabal by the time you kill the boss. That's one easier way of dealing with him. I pick up my the remaining heavy, so I've got full heavy. So I want, for the Pacific way I was doing it, I wanted full heavy, which was 7 rockets in my case, a pulse nade and a rift, which a rift's halfway there now. Obviously if you haven't got the right rocket launcher, or you haven't got the ammo, say you only max at 5 rockets, then this strat will be different, but there's a load of different weapons you can use. You can use Sleeper Simulant, you could use Warcliffe Coil. I tried it with Acreus, I one-phased the boss with a sword. There's the new grenade launcher from the raid, there's there's a whole host of different weapons that you can use, is my point. I just happened to think about choosing this particular rocket launcher just because I felt like it. There's a whole host of different weapons you can use. Okay, so we're gonna have a couple ads here. As soon as the last ad is killed, that's when it starts the process. So you want to be in position. I was out of position a little bit here, so I like to be around about here, just so I don't miss my nade or any rockets. And literally just spamming all my rockets in my rift. Now, because of RNG with the cluster bombs, it didn't quite kill him, so I finished off with shotgun. But this boss is very forgiving with his immunity phases. Notice he doesn't go immune. I haven't said that. Whereas a lot of bosses, they go immune after, like Nocris is a prime example. He'll go immune really quick. Whereas this boss you have a lot of time, so there's a lot of different weapons that will be able to one phase him. So. But yeah, if you have Curtain Call, that would do just as well, probably even better, but again it would have less ammo, depending on what your ammo situation is, of course. But that was a solo on that one.